G'day, everybody. I am Jan Fran. You are watching Build Series Sydney. A pleasure to have you here. My guest today, Marie Ulven, who you might know better actually as Girl in Red. She's in Australia. She's about to kick off her tour in Australia this October. It's so great to have you here. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
How are you finding Australia so far?
So far, I've almost not seen anything here, basically, because I've been sick. But I did go to the botanical garden last night.
Okay.
That was really nice. And I saw, I got to see the opera. So I saw the opera. And I've had a lot of Australian licorice, which I love. You can get them at Coles. And they're like $1. Sorry, I just lost my voice.
Too much Australian licorice.
Yeah, it's so good. The strawberry one, the twisted ones.
You are the first person that I have heard who's spoken about Australian licorice and how much you love it. Like, it went botanical gardens, opera house, licorice.
Dude, that's how my brain operates. It's just like ding, 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 ding. My mom says I have monkey brain because I just jump from several things in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Which I love. I love that.
What's sort of been your first impression of Australia? Because you've only been here for a few days, right?
Yeah. So when I walked to the store to get Australian licorice, there was this guy who was washing his car, and then there was this little garden hose sort of thing, not blocking, but on the sidewalk. And then I just walked over that, and he was like, "Oh, sorry, mate." And I was like, "Whoa, I've just been in America for a month. Nobody's that nice. Nobody gives a shit in America." So I was like, "Yo, you're so nice. You don't have to apologize for anything. Be you." I didn't say that though. I just walked.
But you thought that in your head.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
So far, people seem really nice, and I am so fascinated by your accent because I think it's really, really cool and special.
Yeah.
And
have you picked up any words or phrases yet? With
phrases?
Yeah.
No, not really. That's actually really not polite. Saying what someone just said. That's what do you do when you're a kid? And your mom says go to bed, and you're like, go to bed. So it was not meant like that. It was meant as phrases is such a cool way to say it when you do it like that.
Yeah.
But that was kind of British. But no, I haven't really.
Yeah. Heaps good.
Heaps good. Oh yeah. Okay, that's actually true. Heaps good. That's or lots of. Heaps of things, when there's lots of something.
Yeah. Or the other one that I say it a lot, but it's a bit, not everybody says it, but I do say crikey.
Cracky?
Crikey.
Crocky?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's it.
Not bad.
Yeah, crikey, which is oh, crikey.
What does it mean?
Well, it's just an exclamation. It can mean whatever you want it to mean. Depends.
So if you're, but it's a swear word?
No, it's not a swear word. It's just if you're sad, you kind of go, oh, crikey.
Crikey.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, great.
Thanks.
I think you're going to pick up a few more on your tour of Australia.
Hopefully.
So tell us a little bit about that, because this is your first tour here, right?
Yes.
So where are you going?
Well, I'm not really going that many places because I have been very I'm actually going to on a Europe tour in about 2 weeks. So I've been wanting to have some time off.
In between.
Yeah, in between. I was I need this time because I'm gonna be playing shows, I'm gonna be doing meet and greets and shit, and my brain is completely fried, and I have 2 brain cells left. Yeah. So I need to stock up on some more brain cells and some energy and acai bowls and Norwegian energy before I go out again. I love acai bowls so hard.
Yeah,
they're so good. Extra peanut butter, extra banana, so good.
Okay, so far we've got licorice and acai bowls. That's good to know.
But yeah, so I'm actually I'm playing a show here in Sydney tonight, and then I'm also gonna play a show in Melbourne tomorrow at this front left Spotify event, which is pretty cool, which is the main reason why I'm actually here. But we wanted to try and when you travel to the other side of the world, I'm actually down here, this is me walking, and this is my mom walking, so I'm literally because my mom is in Norway and she's woo out up here.
Yeah,
so we wanted to at least get one other show, so we're gonna do that tonight, which is gonna be cool.
Yeah. How would you describe who you are or what it is that you do to somebody that's not familiar with your work?
I would say that I'm a Norwegian superwoman who is producing, recording, and writing all her music and putting it out by herself and taking over the world. That's what I would say.
Just a
very
really
humble,
simple.
Yes,
but it's accurate.
A tiny bit, maybe. Like, I mean, I feel like the person who's taking over the world right now, that's definitely Billie Eilish, but I'm on a good second place.
Yeah. Hey, second's good.
Yeah, that's very good.
Because you write your own songs, you produce your own songs, you record your own songs,
Yeah.
you essentially publish your own songs.
Yeah.
You're 20 years old and you do that out of your bedroom. You've been doing that for years. I mean, that's fairly extraordinary. When you hear somebody say that to you, do you feel that way about the stuff that you do?
I mean, it feels very powerful. Like, sometimes, like, I get, like, bursts of, like, realizations. I'm just like, whoa, all these music that's out. I've done all of that shit. Like, I've made everything. Like, sometimes I get like, whoa, that's so cool. Like, I can't even remember how I made this song, but I did it. So, yeah, it feels really cool. And it's kind of weird that it was all me, but I'm very happy because I feel like I have a lot of ownership in my work, and I feel very connected to what I've made, and I like everything that I put out, and I feel like that's also why like people like it, because they can feel that I like it. So yeah.
Yeah. Can you tell us where it all started for you?
Well, like, I mean, like, if we go way back, it probably like all started when I got my first guitar, which was like a red nylon string guitar that I got from my grandpa at Christmas 2012. Well, it was actually the 18th of December. We celebrate the 24th in Norway, but it was the 18th because I was going away to celebrate Christmas with my dad. So my family, they're divorced, so I was celebrating with my mom. This is getting very long.
Oh,
but,
hey, we're here, girl. We got all day.
And then he gave me this like really big guitar, and I remember I posted it on Instagram because that same day I got my first iPhone. So I was like, heck yeah, I got an iPhone now. It's an iPhone 4. But I was like, I was a little bit like sad that it wasn't an iPhone 4S because that had just come out. I was like, but it's okay.
You
Mom,
can't
I
have
love
everything.
I can't have everything. You know,
yeah.
Middle class family, classic. But we got to go for the 4. So I was, but I was like super excited. So I posted a picture of that. I was like,
so you got a guitar and an
yes.
iPhone.
Okay, let's go to what's
on the
actually,
first day.
Yeah, this wasn't about Christmas or middle class family getting a 4 and being like super spoiled and not grateful. I was actually really grateful, guys. I'm a okay, I'm going way too deep. Anyways, then fast forward, I didn't start playing the guitar. I didn't like it at first because I was like, it sounds bad when I play, so I don't want to play this. So I put it away, put it back in the box, put it in the attic, and then like renovated our house, and then I brought it down again. I was like, okay, let's give it another shot. And then now I'm here.
Okay, so I feel like there was a little bit there in the
yeah, it was a little bit. Okay, so
a little bit more.
I mean, I started playing like a little bit piano and stuff, but
had you been taught? Like, are you classically trained, or had
oh
you been
no
taught to
I
play
have
instruments?
no training. I took some guitar classes for like 6 months, but then I quit because she was not interested in what I was creating. Like I went into these classes and I was like, yo, listen to this shit, like I made this stuff like that. I got like finger strumming patterns and stuff, and she was like, did you do your homework? And like she was just wanting me to like learn Blackbird by the Beatles. I was like, I don't want this is not what I want. So then I quit. And then in like 2017, that's like when I started recording stuff because I was like super lonely, super sad, super heartbroken. And then I was like, I must create.
Yeah, I mean, you said that what got you into music was just quote unquote good old heartbreak.
Yes.
So
yes.
can you tell us what happened there?
So I was really in love with this girl in my class. We had become like really, really good friends, and so I was hopelessly in love with her because she had a boyfriend. His name was Adrian. He's probably never going to see this. It's okay.
Well, he might.
I mean, actually, he slid into my DMs the other day. Like we have never talked basically, and he slid into my DMs randomly. He was like, "Yo, do you get a lot of money from touring?" Out of nowhere. Like I was like, "Yo, that's so random."
So maybe he is watching some of the stuff that you do. So
I mean, maybe he was like on to me. He was like, "Yo, don't steal my girl."
So you were in love with
this girl.
Was she a friend in
yeah,
high school?
we were really, really good friends. We were best friends. So it was really hard to have like somebody that close to you, and then like looking at them in a way they didn't look at you back. So then it was summer 2017. I was really sad. I was at home. She was on vacation with Adrian, and then I started, like, I made this song, I Want to Be a Girlfriend, and I remember I played it to my mom in the bathroom, and she was like, oh, this is really, really good, and I was like, I don't want to be, and like, she sang along to it, and I was like, oh, okay, and then I never did anything with it, really, until, like, a couple of months later, and and put it out, and then nothing happened then either. Like it got 5,000 streams, nothing happened. But then in January last year, somebody reposted my song on YouTube, and then it got like 10,000 streams, and then like I checked like the day after that, and then it had 20,000 and like 30, 40, 50, and I was like, holy shit. Like all I did in class was just like refreshing that YouTube video, just like, whoa, it just grew like 1,000 in like 10 minutes. I was just like, I was so excited.
Yeah, because it's sitting at about 10 million now, that particular track.
Well, on Spotify now it's even 30 million. So, but on YouTube it's probably, I don't know how much is on YouTube anymore. Oh, I need to use my stress ball. I have like holes in my sweater. I'm just like using it to scratch my arm.
Yeah, I love this. You've got a little stress egg with you,
yeah,
so that you don't scratch during interviews.
Yeah, because I got pretty bad eczema, and my dad, he's like, Marie, you have like this inner thing in your body that's like very like not calm, like this inner stress thing. So like especially when I talk to people, I get like very like this, not because I'm nervous or I feel nervous, but it's just like, and then when I play shows and I get sweaty, I'm just like, so guys, what's going on? And I'm just like, oh, this is so good. So I got this little egg with me today too.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so was there a moment for you where, because you said that the first track that you made, you kind of just put out there, not really thinking or knowing where it was going to go, and suddenly you had all of these people, millions of people who were streaming the song. So was there a moment for you where you felt that, oh, people are paying attention, people like this?
I mean, I definitely started noticing, because like right away when that YouTube video, like the songs weren't even out on Spotify, I just saw that YouTube video like really like getting attention. And then I remember like February 16th, that's my birthday, that's when I put my song Summer Depression out on SoundCloud, and like in 4 days that song had like 4,000 streams. I was like, yo, I mean, I Want to Be a Girlfriend, it took like 6 months until it got that that many streams. So I was like, something is going on. And then I remember I sent an email to this like lady from this like online distribution thing, and I was like, yo, I really want to put these songs out. I feel like there's a momentum going on, and I was like, I want to put these out. And she was like, yeah, we'll put them out. And then I put them out like a month later, and then as things just started to like roll, snowballing. So I feel like right away I was like, I gotta seize this opportunity, because this is what I want to do in my life.
What do you think it is about you or your music that attracts people?
I mean, I don't really know, because to me, I just think that I make good songs. That's like what I think. So I'm like,
that's probably a good first bet.
Yeah. So maybe they like the songs, and maybe there's something in my writing that people relate to, because it's not like I'm like, oh, the moon was shining beautifully on your hair. No. You look so beautiful standing there. Like I don't have like very like metaphors, and I just don't have like very like, I don't know what to call the lyrics, but like kind of like cheesy,
poetic, or
poetic. So I just like, I don't overdo my lyrics. They're pretty like simple and just like, I want to be your bitch. That's like my favorite lyric. Like, just say it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's my lyric, by the way.
Yeah. Hey. I'm into that.
Okay, cool.
But go on. Because I was just going to say, like, you come across as very authentic and just very natural, and you have a sort of ease about you in the way that you communicate.
That's good.
Yeah, and I'm just putting it out there, but I think that's probably what's attracting a lot of people to your music and to you as a person. Do you think that that's true in some ways?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. Like, I think people, like, I said this earlier. I've said this earlier, like in another interview, but I'm like,
what? You've done another interview?
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I need to come up with new things to say.
Yeah, totally.
No, but I mean, I'm literally just anybody on this planet. Like, I'm just, any girl who likes, music or likes these type of shoes and prefers these things. And I think a lot of people relate to seeing just this person, making music and being sort of like an artist, but also just having this very normal side to, not being like put on a pedestal or like, even though I'm sitting on a little stage right now.
Even though you literally are on a pedestal, but yeah.
Yeah, but so, I don't know, just having this very natural, just being a normal human being. I feel like people have been like longing for that for a while, because it's like been all about like, putting makeup on and like, can't, I don't know. It's like people are so, I feel like there's been so many artists that are just like created artists. There's not just like normal people. And I feel like people relate to me because I'm just like them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think as well, it's a little bit the kind of the stuff you talk about and the imagery in your videos and also in your lyrics. And I know that you said in the past you don't really want to be a queer icon, but I think that there would be a lot of queer kids who do look up to you in that sense. Do you think that's true? And have you heard from a lot of queer kids around the world?
I mean, it's definitely like, because I remember I said that in an interview, but I feel like I feel like they maybe like misunderstood it a little bit, because what I meant is like I don't want to just be like a queer art icon, like, or I don't want my music to be about being gay, or like that's not what my intention has ever been. It's just like my intention has been like to make music that's honest to me, and then people have like made this, a lot of like queer people have, you know, been looking up to me because of that. Yeah. So I'm happy to be a queer icon, but I want, you know, everybody to be able to listen to my music, whether like regardless of their sexuality or what they identify as, you know, because it's just like music is about being, you know, a normal human and having feelings and relating to that feeling, and not relating to that specific lyric about like, oh, I kissed a boy. Like, I mean, I can listen to I listen to straight music and I'm just like, I love this song. This is so good, but this is a girl singing about a boy, or a boy, you know, singing about a girl, but that's not what it is about. It's about the feelings. So, but I'm very happy about people connecting to my music, also, but I'm also very happy to be like this little, you know, this little thing that queer kids can cling on to, because I really wish I had someone like that when I was younger. Yeah. So, and a lot of people have been coming up to me telling stories about like, yo, I used your song Girls to come out to my mom, and I played it in the car, and she was like, that's fine. It was cool. Wow. And that's like when I play shows as well, people like during when I talk, and they just scream out, and they're just like, I'm gay. Can you help my mom? Can you help me say to my mom that I'm gay? And I'm just like, yo, what's your name? And then she's like, okay, Patricia, your daughter, she's gay. And then like, it's like, I don't know, there's like this whole little cute community. Yeah, And yeah, I love being this like this little, you know.
Yeah, like a lightning rod in some senses. I know. So like, tell us a little bit about your latest track, Bad Idea.
Oh, Bad Idea. That's such a smash. So I started writing that song like in November last year. I got the idea. I had like a loose microphone like this, and it was not connected to absolutely anything. And I was just like jumping around in my room like, oh yeah, because with this microphone and just like lip syncing to something, to the guitar I was making. So I immediately felt something that this was like a rock hit. I almost said rocket, but I meant rock hit.
Rock hit as opposed to rocket.
Yeah, I've been talking about rockets today, so maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense to anybody, but only my manager, who I was asking if how much the power of an airplane was using compared to a rocket. I don't know why I was thinking about that. I'm really scared of flying, and I was looking at airplanes, so that might be why. Anyways, Bad Idea.
So that has nothing to do with Bad Idea. Just double checking.
Nothing to do with Bad Idea.
So where did the inspo for Bad Idea
The Bad Idea track, it's inspired by this thing I've had going on with a girl for a long time, where it's been like a lot of back and forth with her, and like calling her and then like talking for hours, but then like not meeting up, and then maybe like calling her and then meeting up, and then like just having this like very not healthy relationship to a person, and that has just made me like very confused, and it has made her confused also, like both sides. It's like both of us know that this is a very bad thing technically. Yeah. And so yeah, it was pretty much inspired by that, and it's like the lyrics are pretty direct, so like that's how I like it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It was a relationship. It was a bad idea.
Yeah, it was a bad idea. It was like, you know, I feel like I feel like a lot of people
get bad ideas.
Yeah, they do.
Bad relationships. Yeah, for sure.
They probably know what I'm talking about.
Hey, we've got a Q&A from our audience, where our audience has thrown in some questions for you. We've got Georgia who says, what's the next instrument that you want to conquer?
Drums. Oh,
All right.
yeah. Or okay, drums and bass, because I think girls who play bass are really hot. Like, I think it just looks so cool when they're just like, and it's like, yeah, just it looks really cool. And also drums, like some girl just hitting the drums like crazy. Yo, that I want to be that girl, you know. So yeah.
Okay. What is your view of Greta Thunberg? So her kind of environmental mission and how she's so present in the media.
I mean, she's a legend. I feel like she's like the face of this big ass revolution that's going on right now. Like, you know, I was thinking about it. Like, you know, the American Revolution and like the French Revolution, all that stuff that went back in like the 18. Oh God.
Yep, I'd love to be able to help you out on when that was, but
I think
even
it's
I'm very cloudy.
1776 or something. That's the American one.
Mm-hmm.
And then the French one was after that, I believe. Or the other way around. Either way, I feel like this is one of those revolutions that's going to go down in the books, because like she is the face of this big thing that's going on. She's literally making kids all over the world striking for the climate, and I think she's super cool. And I am so frustrated by all these like old people who are very comfortable in their lifestyles and who are just like, you know, personally coming with like, oh, she has Asperger's, and they're like attacking her personally instead of what she's saying and what her message is, you know. So
yeah, because you talk openly. This is another one of our questions actually on that. You talk very openly about having mental health problems and about your sexuality and things that are very personal.
Yeah.
So how important is it to be authentic and transparent with your fans?
I mean, I think it's everything. Like the minute something feels a bit, you know, not authentic, I feel physically sick. Like I don't, like if somebody wants me to post something or say something, or like I've done like video interviews and I've said my honest answer, but they've been like, that's not really good TV content. Can't you be like, you know, like some people ask me like, oh, how was it like seeing all these big artists? And I was like, you know, for a while now, I realized that everybody's just normal people. People look up to me like, you know, they look up to other artists. So I realized, you know, everybody's just normal people. So, and then I said that, and he was like, yo, can you say like something that was really exciting seeing bigger artists than you? And I was like, what the fuck? Like, what's your deal? So I think it's like super important being honest and authentic, because people are totally going to see through you eventually. I think so. And I don't want to be like, I don't want to sell people anything. I don't like being sold things. I don't like, you know, fake shit. That's so boring. It's gross. It makes me physically sick. Thank you so much.
Okay. I think we've established that one.
Yeah.
Do you worry that the bigger you get, the more famous you get, the more global you get, you might have to kind of compromise on some of that stuff? Does that concern you?
Yes. Well, I haven't really thought about that because I'm not in that position right now, but hopefully nothing's going to change, and and I think because of my will to not, you know, say something, oh my God, I just tried this foundation, it was so good, which is so out of character. Like I hate makeup with my whole heart. So that's like, so hopefully that, you know, me being, you know, stubborn and being like, no, I'm not going to do this, is going to help me actually become,
that's what gets you up
instead
there.
of like, you know, saying yes to things I don't want to do, and you know, because I feel like that's what's gonna eventually just break you down. So hopefully I'll be up here and I'll be myself, and that's what people like.
Do you think your age has been a benefit or a hindrance to your newfound success and fame? I think
in a way it's been like a benefit, because everybody's so amazed by young people for some reason who's like doing things. But also I don't like that. I feel like people should be like, you know, 34 years old and should be credited and you know, be looked at for their work and not their age, because I feel like so many people are like, oh, I'm not young anymore, so I'm not successful. I don't like that. So I don't know. I haven't really been feeling like, oh, you're 20, you're so young. So for now, I feel like everything is how it should be.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know.
You're not too angsty about the age thing. It just is what
No,
it
like
is in
age
some
is
ways.
irrelevant. Like, except I don't think age is like, it's like the least interesting topic I know. Like if you meet an interesting person and then you know you have a really good conversation and suddenly that person asks you, oh, how old are you? And like, I'm 20, and then they're like, oh, I'm 26. You're so small. Like, what does that add to a conversation?
Yeah,
Doesn't add anything. So it's like the most like if you're on the same level, like intellectually and like mentally, then it's like.
Then you're on the same level regardless of your age, right?
Exactly.
Like,
So I'm I don't know. I don't think age isn't interesting. It's like about what you do and how you act and what you say and yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
We've got another question here from Mickey. Norway seems to be massively overachieving in things like music and sports. Now that you're traveling the world, does it make you proud to kind of look back at your home country when you are far away from it?
I love Norway now. You probably used to be like, I would like, oh, I want to move to LA. I want to move to New York. I want to be in like Brooklyn, you know, be in them coffee shops with my MacBook, writing some like stupid shit in my notes, but look very important, you know?
Yeah, like that's what I want to do.
yeah.
Everyone wants to do
Everybody
that, right?
wants to be that, you know, creative person, what's it called? Self-realization, you know?
Self-actualization,
Yeah, you know.
existential.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, just being a thinking person in the world.
Oh my God, I am attacked right now by this.
But I mean, that's me. Like I go to coffee shops with my MacBook and literally, you know, watch YouTube. But I look very important. Like I look like I'm like some creative who is like very flexible working hours. But which is probably the dream for a lot of people. But I really miss Norway, and I really love Norway. And I'm so happy to be from Norway because it's such a great country with so like the whole political system is so safe, and it's so there's probably some, you know, crazy shit going on behind the scenes, but who knows. I feel like that's in every country, but it's a really good country. And I feel like after being in the States and all like the crazy shit that's going on there, like with Trump and stuff, I'm like, I'm so happy I get to go away from this and like be from Norway, because yeah, I really, really like Norway.
Yeah. And so leaving it, has it made you appreciate it more?
Yes. Because before, you know, it's always like you want things that you don't have. Like when you live in Norway, you're like, oh, the weather sucks, blah, blah, blah. Or, you know, this is boring, this is that. I wish I had this. You know, you always like, you want something that you don't have because in your head you're romanticizing that sort of lifestyle or whatever, you know? So I just noticed that there's like this like little fun building outside.
Yeah, this is a real. Yeah, that's
okay.
right. That is outside. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
This is a cityscape.
Oh, I love being in skyscrapers. So cool. So yeah, I've learned to be like way more grateful for all the things I have in Norway. Like, you know, the tap water in Norway, is amazing. It's like we have clean water, we have electricity, we have like a healthy welfare system. Like I can, you know, and we have. I went to the hospital in the US, and it was like so many crazy people coming in there, like people with like meth and like people, like, you know, meth problems and like all this stuff. And the doctors there were like, "Oh, so you're from Norway, huh? Damn, it's so good there." And they were just like, you know, actually seeing doctors being like, yo, this is like some crazy shit going on here. And I was like, yo, I totally get that, because Norway is like amazing. So
Norway.
Yeah, I'm actually a Norwegian spy trying to get people to Norway.
Have you been hired by Tourism Norway for people to go to Norway?
It does sound so.
Yeah. Hey, we've got another question for you. Who are you really loving in music around the world right now?
Oh, definitely Billie Eilish. I think she's super cool. I'm like a big fan. I really like her music. So I think she's really cool. She's definitely like one of the coolest people. This girl right here, I like myself. Yep. And also, I'm trying to think of people. You know, when someone asks you, "Oh, what's your favorite song?" and you're just like, "I've never heard a song in my life." It's kind of like that right now.
Yeah. But you said Billie Eilish pretty quickly, so she's obviously quite up there,
because she's like my go-to. Like she's my go-to artist always. But I just listen to a lot of songs really, and not like I feel like I'm like a victim of streaming and like playlists. Yeah. I'm not like, you know, over artist anymore. But I'm happy that some people are like that over
Yeah.
me. So that's good.
It's probably a good way to be. Just to
Maybe.
consume as much as possible.
I feel like after I started making music and now that I'm like touring and playing all my music and just creating my music all the time, it's a lot of like, I'm just listening to my demos almost, which isn't, I don't know. I'm just listening to a lot of me, and a lot of my world is just revolving around me. So I should probably span my, view a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not all about me.
Well, at least for the next few weeks here in Australia, it is. So tell us after this kind of tour and when you head back to Europe, tell us what's next for you. Like, what's in the pipeline for the next few years?
First of all, I'm definitely gonna get a dog. I want to get a Bernese Mountain Dog, and then I'm gonna make my album, and then I'm gonna raise a dog and then make my album at the same time. Does anyone here have a dog? Okay.
Yeah, we've got a few people there who have a dog.
Is it hard? Is it hard? Oh, okay.
No, that's a no. I don't have a dog. I have a cat, and a cat's very easy.
Cats,
Can I
they're
interest you in a
nothing
cat?
compared to dogs.
Okay.
But I do love cats, though. I used to have a cat called Pepperoni. He died. We had to put him down because of me. I'm actually allergic to cats and dogs. I'm not sure how smart that is. Okay. I'm getting a dog. But
so, in terms of what's next for you, I've got the dog.
I got the dog, and I'm gonna make my album. Hopefully, I'm just like gonna be in my little studio and my apartment, and just go downstairs to the coffee shop right beneath me, get my acai bowl, go upstairs again, and
then just world domination from
world
there.
domination, making music every single day. Trying to do something that I think is cool, explore my cool album ideas that I have. That's gonna be really fun.
Love that.
It's gonna be World in Red, baby.
Love that. World in Red. I think that is a perfect way to end this chat. Marie Ulven, aka Girl in Red. Thank you so much for being here with us today, and I look forward to your inevitable world domination.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Girl in Red's upcoming tour is in October in Australia. She's just wrapped up sold-out tours in the United States. So if you want to check her out while she's here in Australia, punch her name into Google, hop onto her website, and all of the info will come up. So please thank Marie Ulven again for being with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Catch you next time. This has been Build Series Sydney. I'm Jan Fran. Until next time.
Yay.